so many issues right now.
I'm so in trouble right now, and I don't even know how that happened.
She's like, how dare I do that?
My gosh, I'm in trouble. You're listening to the Calm,
The Storm,
The Whimsy
podcast. It's the end of January, and we thought it might be a good idea to revisit those goals that we set at the new year. Whether we're making progress or hitting some bumps along the way, what is the motivation that keeps us on course? Let's get into it. Who wants to start off first?
Kelly should.
Kelly, tell us about your goals.
Well, I climbed a couple mountains. Yay!
First of all, I think you should tell us if you came prepared to talk about your goals.
I did. I knew what we were talking about. And
Okay.
I listened to the wrong podcast to try to remember what my goals were. Like, I have them written down and I kind of know, but I'm like, I think I narrowed it down on the podcast. So.
Guys, this is real. Like, this is real. She has to listen to the episode to find out what her goals were.
And if she's started to work on any of them.
So I kind of fail at life right now.
Oh, stop.
So I did start one. I came back from Sedona and then I was just dealing with Ohio weather blues for about a week. And now I'm back and I started carnivore.
Yes.
On Monday. And I've done really well. And what's really cool is I can lift my arm all the way up.
Aww.
I literally
You're
could
not stiff anymore.
I couldn't lift it more than halfway, and I could never put it in a circle.
That's so crazy.
Like this one I can, but my left arm, nope. And I thought I always had shoulder issues, and it's all inflammation. So I should have put on my goal to make a circle with my left arm because I can do that. Like I did that.
Okay, write it down.
Okay.
And then mark it off. It's fine.
So I did declutter a couple things, not a ton, just like a drawer here and there.
Okay, wait, hold on. So remember when we talked about it's like steps at a time?
Well, this
it's
could
not
take
the
like
whole house in
10-year
January. Okay.
Right, it's January.
It's January.
So I did a drawer. But
That's
I'm going to
fine.
do more than that. I was
That's
gone.
good.
I'm going to get better that we are eating better.
Good.
I love that she keeps saying she was gone.
I was gone for
how long were you
a
gone?
trip for 5 days. But trying to get
5
ready.
days out of 31.
Trying to get ready for a trip. And get kids schooled. I do school my children. We've gotten through that.
You do. Yeah.
That's good.
That's a goal in itself.
Goal.
I mean, you survived that. So
yeah. I'm trying to remember.
Wait,
what
I
other
think
goals
you
did I
actually
have?
said that to school your children.
Or to be present.
present with them.
I am.
And I'm pretty sure that you're present with them. So,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I'm getting better.
Yes.
Yeah. I also wanted to start a devotion with my kids every morning, which I have not done, which I need to, because that would probably make our days go a little bit more smoother.
Yeah.
Remember, it's January 30th right now.
Yeah.
So it's never too late to continue to start the goal, even though it's literally 30 days.
Yeah.
So
Any progress is good progress.
absolutely.
I thought it said on here, eat butter. And I'm like, I did that. No, it says eat better. Dang it.
well, you're doing that.
I do eat butter.
I eat butter too.
Ew, I can't.
I love cold butter.
Are you eating the right kind?
Yeah, I got that nasty
Is
stuff.
it cold? And you just eat it like it's a piece of chocolate.
You should
Oh,
ask
it's
Strider.
so good.
Strider and Pacey eat butter now.
It's so
They
gross.
love it.
Gross. I can't do it.
Yeah. The working out will come.
Yeah.
I can work
Well,
my
now
arm.
you can use your arm.
Now
You can lift.
Yeah, I didn't know what I
You're
was
working
gonna
out right now every time you go in a circle.
Do those arm circles.
Yeah. But my word, I've applied my word into almost every day.
Remind us your word.
It's fight to persevere. So I'm either fighting or I'm fighting to persevere. So
Yeah. Emotionally, mentally,
Yeah.
spiritually, and on that rock wall, physically.
yeah, it's been a rough January. Been hit with so many things.
Yeah.
We're through it. We're getting through it.
Yep.
It's awesome.
I do have to say it's been gloomy.
Yeah.
We live in Ohio.
But I'm okay with the gloom,
I've been a little bluesy.
but it's been a little bluesy.
Yeah,
I'm a little overwhelmed. I'm a little bluesy.
Yeah.
And so I'm getting the hot tea out and making the candle lit.
Candles, Kelly says.
Actually, I forgot to tell you, I have a candle burner now.
Oh.
Is that okay?
I don't know.
Oh.
It's good for her.
Why
It's
not?
good for her.
Everything's fine for whoever it wants to be, right?
Yeah, that's
Unless
great.
It's killing us, like Kelly thinks.
Okay, so we're gonna die of something. We have to have a hill that we're gonna die on, and what we're not gonna die on.
Yeah.
So I thought I was going to
not dying for
I thought I
parasites,
could have
so.
died on my hill this week. All the snow has turned to one
on your
blanket sheet of
actual
ice.
hill?
You're like, what hill? Tell us.
Yeah.
Like, tell me about this hill.
Every now and then,
The actual hill.
the driveway gets so bad that you can't get up and down it unless you have four-wheel drive.
It's pretty bad. It's scary.
And I was stuck here for a while when I got back. And then I'm like, I have to live my life and I'm just going to go.
Fight to persevere,
And
baby.
I'm going to fight down this hill and hope I don't end up in the creek.
That would be terrible.
So
Sorry.
Whoa.
I've been going in and out of the driveway in my minivan that has not four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive. It just drives and hopefully it gets
has
done.
not four-wheel drive.
A post came up with my van sideways because it was so icy 6 years ago. But I've learned how to get in and out of the driveway. So Crystal and I met
Yeah.
to plan a little thing for Hillary's birthday.
Yes.
And I'm like, you can either come in the driveway, but I wouldn't recommend it. Or I can pick you up and we could podcast coming down the driveway. She's like, just meet me at Panera.
I was scared.
But I do have podcast proof of going up and down the driveway where we did lose control a little bit. And the kids
Oh my
all
gosh.
screamed. It was fun. But we made it up.
Okay, so this is the crazy thing. We all have a hill that we live on.
Yeah.
Mine gets really bad when it's actually snowy. So like a lot of snow, you can't get up the hill.
Halfway.
Halfway, that's about where you're getting unless you shovel it and salt it and then you can get up. Hillary's is the worst when it's melting because it is like an ice skating rink.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure. I'm probably going to be like the Amazon guy in
Go
the
through
yard
yeah.
because I was coming down there and I wasn't paying attention about how fast I was going. And I was like, oh my gosh, here I go. And I was like, turned my wheel real quick and then just kept it in the line. And I was terrified.
Well, the Amazon driver and I think the Instacart driver both drove through that same spot in the grass. So you should be fine if you want to try it and not get stuck.
I think I'm okay. It is kind of terrifying. So and then I haven't ever I did venture today when we drove here.
Today it's
but
been
it was
melting
okay.
all day.
Yeah.
But when it's a sheet of ice and you have
I
to
could
go over
see
the
how it was
bridge.
terrifying.
So the neighbor called me this morning and she's like, there's a fox in the backyard. I'm like, oh, cool. Like, I'm glad my chickens are away. But she was talking about the driveway and she said the lady that lived here before me, her car, she drove a Beetle. And when it got like this, because when it gets icy, that's when it's worse. When it's snowy, it's fine unless it's a lot of snow. But she said the car was teetering over the edge of the bridge and they had to pull it, try to get her out before it fell into the creek.
What?
Yeah.
She went over it?
It was hanging
so
over.
scary.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Who's next?
I'll go.
Hillary or Crystal?
I'll go.
Okay.
So my first one was get a thrift store off the ground. I will not speak about that right now. We'll have better.
Hold on.
Ella. Shh.
Oh, look at that face.
My first one was get a thrift store off the ground, but we will not speak about that right now. Updates to come.
Okay.
Get more sports leagues in schools. We're not there yet.
But we talked about it this week. I'm going to get it into the hands of people.
Yeah, but I need to write the letter that I haven't written. Get more podcast listeners, which we've done, but I didn't do it. You did it.
I didn't do it. I mean,
You
technically,
did it.
I didn't do
changed
it.
our.
I changed one thing.
It's crazy. Did you tell her how many there were in a month?
No. So what was it right now? I think it even just changed. So this is the craziest thing. I go to this Podfest and our goal as a podcast is to grow our show to 1,000 listens, downloads a month. Okay. That's all. We just want 1,000 and then we'll go from there. Okay. So we were averaging like 150 every 30 days. I would say on average. November and December were pretty low. And you go out there and it is, hold on one moment. Oh, wait, the date's changed. So I think it was like 328 when the 30 days was like December 28th through January 28th or something like that. But right now it's 318 downloads.
Wow.
For 30 days.
For 30 days.
That's amazing.
And the highest I think was like 77 in 7 days.
Yeah, that's exciting.
I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I'm like, what happened? I
But
changed one thing.
You did make a change that had to have helped.
It had to have.
That's awesome, though.
And that's just from Buzzsprout. So
Right.
YouTube, we're hitting like 10, 11, and 12 listens.
That's exciting. Publish my book. No. Change my eating and get my wedding ring back on. So it's going to take me a while to get my wedding ring back on, but I have been reading the ingredients on every single thing I buy. And my kids like have a love-hate relationship with that.
Do you need the picture in your fridge?
No, because I don't have anything in there to eat anymore.
Yeah.
And I'm getting a little like cranky when I want like sweets. That's my big struggle is no sweets. But having self-control labeled on my refrigerator has been helpful. But what did Tori say when she was at your house? She was like scavenging your pantry.
You don't have any
and
junk food?
she was hoping there would be junk food here.
That's
Liza's
amazing.
like, no, we don't have any junk
I'm like,
food.
this house is the reason we don't have any junk food because I didn't know all these things.
Well, don't come to mine either because I don't have any junk food right now. Pork rinds.
When we get my ring back on, though, I will celebrate in a big way because that is bothering me that I can't wear it. And then read a few self-improvement books. This is definitely my best one so far. I'm feeling very proud of myself.
You should.
Yeah.
So tell us about it.
So it's the book that Kelly probably brought up at least 15 times the last year, every time we had a podcast episode. I don't even know what it's called. Metanoia.
Method.
Yeah. And I didn't realize like how biblically based it was. So I really like that. But it has kind of been blowing my mind. And I love it so much that I can't stop reading. I'm still only on chapter 8.
Still only on
But
chapter
for me,
8.
that is crazy.
The thing is with that book, though, it takes time because you need to ingest it.
I know.
So,
but
like
it's
when we
so
did
good.
the book club, it was like 2 chapters a week because it was like there's a lot to take in.
I can't stop though. So I'm going to read it and then I'll probably go back through it again.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like highlighting so much stuff. It's just so good.
That's
I love
amazing.
It. And then decluttering is the other thing on my list. And I have been doing little projects at a time. So I have gotten rid of crap in drawers and cupboards and closets, but it's like daily, one small thing.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, I'm proud of me.
So a couple days ago, I text Hillary, like no response.
Can
It's like
I
the whole
say
day.
one thing about that
Yes.
before? What makes me laugh about you is whenever you get a little bit worried about text messages or if you're not hearing from me, because you're the worst at texting.
Do you know that I do that on purpose?
You little brat.
I ask those questions because you would ask me that.
Ew.
Oh.
Look
You're
at that.
the worst.
Evil.
I'm
Evil. She is. She purposefully likes to stress us out in text messages.
No, not all the time. Just with
Wow.
those questions. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow. So
Okay,
listen, this is
anyway.
what happened. No, so I'm going to say this. Okay. So
Wow.
I text her. Wow. Where is it? Okay. On Monday, I text her at 2:43 and I said, "Is Tori able to have goldfish?" ?
I was sleeping
And you didn't
Wait,
respond.
is she able to have them?
because we're not
I
letting
don't
her
know.
eat
I
things.
gave them to her. So, I just wanted to make sure I was following the rules.
Will she choke if I give her a goldfish, or is this okay?
Yeah, not Grant.
As long as they're not pork rinds, we're good.
Oh my gosh. So then on Tuesday, so that was on Monday at 2:43. Didn't hear from her all night on Monday. So then on Tuesday at 11:30.
She's like, you ever feed my child goldfish again? Friendship is over.
So on Tuesday at 11:30, I said, hey, just checking you're picking up kids today, right? That was at 11:37. At 12:03, I did some question marks. And then late at 12:03, same time, after the question marks, I decided I was going to be a brat.
You are a brat.
And say, are you mad at me or just ignoring me? Which is what I would get.
Don't even think
I didn't respond that. I'm sure I could find it somewhere.
Full of crap.
Oh my gosh. So then at 12:04, because I got her attention, she says, I did not see the text. Sorry. I was reading and then cleaning. Yes, I'm getting kids today. And I said, reading and cleaning? Next thing you know it, you will be running. And she says, I don't think so.
Never gonna happen.
Anyways.
Can I show you something real quick?
Her face, she's still mad at me.
That makes me just about as mad as you felt when we went to Taco Bell without
Show
you.
you what I'm really proud of. Don't tell her.
Oh, yep. Wait, what? What did I text?
Nothing. I can't tell you though, because then it'll go away.
Well, it must be on my phone.
Oh. Did you just want to fuel my fire? I don't think I have
that. That just randomly popped up one day.
Wait, what?
Well, it doesn't happen for me.
What was it?
Nothing. I can't tell you.
You have to tell her.
It's the read receipt on mine. It just started popping up and I'm like, wow.
I didn't change anything though.
Is this a new thing for Crystal that she wants to send me that she's read my text? And I was going to text Hillary and I'm like, I better not because she might not have it.
I don't know how that happened.
Uh-huh. We've got some issues right now.
When was that? Today?
She's like, oh crap, I gotta turn that off.
Turning that off. I have no idea how that happened.
It's been like that for all of January.
Are you serious?
I didn't change anything.
You might have. Sometimes you can hit a button by accident.
Or is a new...
I have so many issues right
I'm
now.
so in trouble right now. And I don't even know how that happened.
She's like, how dare I do that?
My gosh, I'm in trouble.
Just so you know, I maybe have asked her if she's mad about something once or twice since we've been friends.
No, I just know it's one of those things.
And she's mocking me.
That's me.
She is mocking me.
If I don't get a response, I'm like, they hate me. What'd I do?
Yeah, but I actually asked once or twice, and now she makes fun of me.
Because if I don't respond, I could be taking a bath. I could be
cleaning and reading.
I could be taking a nap.
I want you to find the last time I asked you that later.
Oh my.
And you let me
She's
know.
angry.
You let me know. Well, now I know
it.
she's messing with my head on purpose.
I thought you knew I was messing with you.
No!
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry.
My thoughts exactly were always, man, for somebody who doesn't really have much worry about the things she sends, she asks me if I'm mad at her a lot. And she's been making fun of me this
oh my goodness. I usually sit there, when I'm getting ready to send that because you haven't responded, Aaron and I laugh about it and then I send it.
No!
Oh my goodness. I thought you understood.
So next week when the storm has left the podcast.
I thought you understood me.
Well, from now on, when you ask a
this
question,
is why our texts are so messy.
Now, when you ask me, are you mad at me? My answer is going to be, yeah.
Yeah, middle finger.
Thumbs up.
Hey, I don't do that anymore that often. I don't even send K's anymore, guys. I've gotten better.
They sit and laugh at me. Did you hear that?
No, not
While
laugh
they
at
drink
you.
their hot tea.
Laugh at what I'm...
On their blankie.
Well, If you only knew what was happening right now.
Oh my gosh. Okay, one more goal that I want to share. Listen.
You've met a lot of goals, and I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
I didn't.
And I'm
I
actually
didn't
really
get that
upset
response
that you're
on
hurt.
anything.
I'm not hurt. It's
Oh.
fine.
got-
It's fine. It's just eye-opening to
Nope.
my stupidity.
I got no proud of yous out of either of you.
Oh, I'm so proud of you.
I think
said
I encouraged
something.
how cool it was that you climbed a rock.
I'm
Jeez.
pretty
don't-
sure that I said that
I'm
it's
just
only been
messing with
30
you.
days, so
You
you
guys
don't
are
have
awesome.
to worry about it.
You have done so many things, and I love it.
Guess what?
It's
I
my
would have been at the
motivation.
bottom of every stupid rock. I would never have tried to climb it. Stop.
Oh, man.
One other thing is, Kelly finally talked me into the dumb parasite cleanse to benefit our health. And I'm doing it. My whole family is doing it. And I think that it is beneficial because I've seen things happen.
Can you tell us? Or,
Well, it comes out in the toilet.
well, I thought you couldn't see it in the toilet.
You can.
Ew.
But then that's a good feeling. Like that was.
Have your children?
I don't know, because we told them maybe just don't look just
don't
in
look
case.
just because I know. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm glad to know that I'm
It's working.
Yeah. And after
I gotta
our
do
fast is over, we're going to fast for 3 days.
After your fast is over.
Our cleanse. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
She's just going to keep
It's actually
fasting.
really, really good for your body
I know,
too.
that's why we're
spiritually
doing it.
and for your health.
Yeah. So if we do a podcast while I'm fasting, I'll probably be really cranky.
You might not if you ask for sustainability.
That's
Yes.
true. I'm going to just want to eat.
You're just going to have to get on your knees and pray.
Getting hungry thinking about it. But all these health goals, I don't
I
want to
love
be
it.
unhealthy
I
anymore.
love it. I love
I
it.
don't either. You want to come work out in my gym?
Not
No.
even a little bit.
Not at all.
No, I hate working out and not with people.
Move
You know
30
this
minutes a
about
day.
Can
me.
I come run with me?
No.
You can
I
walk on
see
the
it.
treadmill.
I see it in your eyes.
I don't want to do it in front of anybody. You
it's
know
gonna
this
happen.
about me.
It's gonna happen.
Okay.
It's like gym class all
She's
over
already
again.
reading.
Well, I
She's
was
cleaning,
doing something
She's
and
gonna run.
We did Zoom.
farted in front of everybody at Motive, and I haven't been back since.
We did Zumba. Was Zumba that we did together? And I giggled the whole time.
You made me go to that with you. You made me buy like a whole package. I'm like, I'm just gonna do one class.
I bought a whole package.
You bought a whole package.
and
I'm
only
like,
went one
I'm
time.
buying one class at like 5:30 in the morning.
Oh my goodness, you guys.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
About what?
Your turn. Your goals.
I want to
Oh.
hear your goals.
I'm done. That's all I've done.
That's all.
That's
just
all.
all she's done.
I think she's ahead of me. Not that this is a race.
It definitely is a
Because
race.
it's
All of a
just-
sudden, I come in.
Why?
I'm the bronze.
Oh,
Hey, at least you get a medal.
That's right.
Can you read more of your book,
Can
please?
you stop?
I'm just joking
Change that
around.
mindset.
I was kidding. It was supposed to be funny.
Oh wait, well, there's been a lot of spice tonight.
Yikes! I was trying to be
was gonna happen. Oh my
whimsy and funny.
Talking about goals.
Goals, guys, are getting
So
competitive.
here's the thing: even if you haven't gotten all your goals, to do them. Start today. It doesn't have to be January 1st. Just get on them.
You're not
Yeah.
telling us. You're telling our listeners.
our listeners.
Yeah,
You can,
absolutely.
You may
You
relate
may not
more with
even-
me,
Yeah.
or I haven't heard Crystal's list yet, or Hillary.
and
if
you
you
might
really-
not have even set any yet. You still can set goals.
Yeah.
Yes.
And if you relate with Kelly, don't be hard on yourself like she is on herself.
Yes. I mean, come on. You literally have 11 more months.
Yeah.
It's not like,
True.
what is that? 300 and some days.
Yeah.
All right.
So, okay. So I have not drank pop for 29 days.
Nice.
I drank it one day for my birthday when we all hung out.
yeah.
I had Diet Coke. But other than that, it's been 29 days.
Do you miss it?
No.
Yeah. I hope I can get to that point.
I mean, I have emotional days, and pop has always been my
Yeah.
emotional like stability,
Yeah.
but I don't miss it on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
But I drink sparkling water and you don't. So it gives me like
Yeah,
that
I do like that. The
the like bubbly feeling. So I planned out my 5 races. So they're on my calendar, ready to be registered for. I actually ended up registering for 7. So starting in March from March till September, I have a race every month.
Nice.
I haven't started running yet, though, because it's been freezing.
Yeah.
So that's planned.
It's great, Gray.
I have read 2 books out of my 12. One a fiction and one a nonfiction. And the nonfiction book that I read, I actually got on Tuesday and finished it already because it was so good. So, 9 years ago today,
Yeah.
I was diagnosed with nephrosis. And so the doctor that saved my life, essentially, was in a skiing accident and is paralyzed. And he wrote a book, and his book launch was this week.
Oh, yeah.
And so I went to the book launch.
Wait a second.
yes.
You read the whole book in 2 days?
In 2 days.
Wow. How long was it?
So good. It's like
He's from Stowe, isn't
that
he?
thick.
Or like,
Yeah, Kent.
yeah, my
I
sister
think
knows
he goes
him.
to the church. Or used to, like,
Yeah.
Riverwood. Yeah.
Yep, my sister knew him.
So
Knows him.
random. So I grew up with him kind of at the chapel, but super random. When I was really ill in 2016, I didn't have insurance. So I went to this free clinic. And the free clinic was in Talmadge. I can't think of the name of it right now. But they basically like helped people who didn't have insurance. And so I was there 3 times, 2 times earlier in the week. And they thought that I had like a kidney infection, gave me some antibiotics, didn't help. My body kind of rejected it. Went back, was still having all of the symptoms, and they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. Told me that I probably had the flu. And so then the 3rd time I went back because I was like, I am not okay. Like something is not right. And so when I went the 3rd time, Dr. Jason Kolb was there, and he was like, okay, well, we can't figure out, you've seen 2 other people. We can't figure out what's going on. I'm going to need to send you, based on all of the symptoms that I was having, and I won't tell you all of them because they're kind of like weird, but he was like, I need to send you for an x-ray. Well, the x-ray place was closed. So he called them and told them that he needed an x-ray done for a patient that didn't have insurance. And there was some people still there. So they opened up. It was like in the basement. It was like dark and dingy. It was like this crazy place. They sent me down. It's in Talmadge, but like it was so weird. So I went down there.
Did they take your kidney? Or
I knew it. I knew it.
No, it wasn't scary that way. Just like eerie.
Yeah.
Like because I was the only person in the building other than these radiologists. So I went down there and he told me that I needed to bring back the x-ray with me to the clinic after. So get the x-ray done, have them put it in an envelope, and then bring it back because he needed to read it tonight. He's like, something is not right. And everybody else had just told me like, oh, it's the flu. Oh, it's this. And he like went that extra mile, took the extra time to send me for an x-ray that shouldn't have happened that night, read the x-ray like on the spot, and was like, you have to go to the hospital. You have 2 9mm kidney stones and they're lodged in your ureter. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah. He's like, there's nothing that I can do. And I'm like, I don't have insurance. And he's like, you're going to have to go to the hospital and it will be okay. Everything will get handled. I promise you. And I was like, oh my goodness. Long story short, Aaron started a new job. And I actually went into the hospital on February 1st. His insurance was retroactive to February 1st and it covered everything. Wow. So all of that to say, this man, like, I feel like saved my life. That's and awesome. So like, it was a really cool experience.
Did you ever tell him that?
I did.
That's awesome.
So I told him that like a couple years ago because his kids go to school with our kids. And so like we've seen him, but then he was in this accident and I haven't seen him since then. So I said to him on Tuesday night, I'm like, I'm not sure if you remember who I am, but I'm Crystal Yule, and I met you at the clinic. And he was like, yes. He's like, kidney stones, you were septic. And I was like, yes. And he was like, Amy, his wife, he was like telling her like, I saw this girl at the clinic. Cool. And so it was really cool.
That's awesome.
So the reason it was a quick read for me was because it was his story.
Yeah.
And it was so like
personal.
Oh my goodness. And then the author that wrote it with him is the author that I've told you guys about before that has written all the books that I've read that I'm personally know from church, and she has podcasts and so forth. So, so she was there as well. So that's
cool.
So yeah, so it was meaningful for me. And I started 2 new books this week. Nice. So I'm reading Metanoia Method. I'm getting through it. And it's okay. I have a hard time with this type of book. And this is why I want to read more nonfiction, because I like the fantasy world and not the reality world. So like, it's hard for me. But yeah, so I started 2 books. I have written scripture every week since I made the goal. I started carnivore on January 20th. I've lost 7 pounds.
Woo woo.
That is so awesome.
Crazy. I don't know. Like, it's water. It has to be like inflammation. Mm-hmm. But I don't count that. I count that as part of the carnivore and not my weight loss because I'm back to where I was.
Yeah.
So I had gained weight from like Thanksgiving to January. And so I feel like I'm back to where I am. And so I still have the goal of 25 pounds. So I don't feel like that's a goal that I can be like 7 pounds. That's not fair. So.
Well, it's still 7 pounds. You're still 7 pounds later than you were a couple weeks ago.
Made the goal.
I think that's all. That's all that's on I have being positive, and I feel like I have been positive. And then I usually start out my negative story with, I'm trying to be really positive.
Well, let me just tell you, I called you, was it last night? Kind of irritated by something.
How about in that microphone? Tell us the story.
I called Crystal because I was irritated about something. So I called her and I was venting and she's like, but it's okay.
Authentically or
no,
unauthentic?
For real.
Okay.
Like you were like, I can't talk about it right now.
Oh, I know.
But her response was authentic.
Response was good, and it made me say, you know what? I don't need to think differently. Aww, it's okay.
Good. Yeah. Okay. See, that's the kind of influence I want to have on people.
Well, you had it on me last
Hillary
night.
Specifically, even though I feel like I just totally damaged everything.
It's fine. I'll heal. I'm reading the Metanoia Method. I can process
She's
through it.
She's going to set her mind.
Yeah. I can heal from this trauma.
Oh, my gosh.
Just kidding. But she called me one day, Crystal, and said, I am going to vent to you in the most positive way that I possibly can.
That's exactly how I said it.
And continued to tell the story. I'm like, actually, that wasn't bad. Good job.
Oh, my
I tried really hard. And then I said it a couple days ago to Aaron. I said, I'm going to tell you something, and I'm going to be very positive. Because my initial reactions would be to be like super negative and like tear her down, or whatever. And he's like, you're allowed to have an opinion. He's like, that's not being negative. I said, but it's how I say it or how it comes across is the negative piece. I just want to be positive. And you're like, I don't really like her at all. But I really want to punch her in the face, but I'm positive.
I'm positive I want to punch her in the face.
If I talk like this, my body thinks I'm positive.
And I'm going to knock her out.
My body thinks I'm positive.
Oh, it's so true, though. It's so true. Wow.
That's so funny.
It's amazing.
Well, what do you want to say to Crystal about all the goals she's met?
I think it's amazing.
I'm proud of you.
And I'm so proud.
Oh, my gosh.
And thanks for being positive.
Oh.
Because I need that. I do.
See?
She does.
There's a reason why I need to be more positive.
Yep.
So that I could be a good influence.
And you are.
I am.
Most of the time, depending on the situation.
I can be a bad influence. I choose to be a good influence.
I'm more positive in the texting department. I'm just kidding.
Maybe I won't text you at all. We go back and forth texts, okay?
You
We've had this
fight.
problem before.
You fight about texting.
Get
so
over
it.
Stupid. Okay, Whimsy. Wow.
gotta be kidding right now, right?
I'm just messing. Your text sometimes, though, I'm
all
like,
of a
what
sudden,
the heck?
I'm gonna talk like this so I don't throat punch you, and my buddy doesn't know that.
Crystal's text? I didn't know what it meant, but it's all good.
I think the
Just
problem,
call me.
honestly, is that you're just such like a nice,
guy.
wonderful person. Like you are. So when we are used to the in-person Crystal, it's like a completely different person than the texting Crystal.
Because you don't got time for that.
Yeah,
you
you
just
don't.
text and you're done.
Yeah, and you're okay with
Nobody's
it.
got time for
Hillary's
that.
got me adding hearts and smiley faces to random text to people that shouldn't have those.
All right, we've already gone over this in another episode.
Okay, I haven't improved.
Yes,
I
you
have
have.
improved. I will continue to work on it.
Don't ever ask me if I'm mad at you again unless you actually want to know, though.
Okay, I won't.
thanks.
But now you won't know if I'm serious.
Well, I will
I'm
trust
just
that
gonna
you'll
say
only be
I'm
serious.
serious right now. Are you mad at me?
Okay, let's not fight.
We're not. We're
Let's
good.
not fight and just love each other.
Wow, what an ending, guys. What an ending.
Oh,
It's time to say goodbye to my friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to my friends. I don't remember the rest of this song.
oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Did you have too much ginger beer?
I haven't had any. Just water. Me and my carnivore self drinking the water.
Are you allowed to have ginger beer?
It's
I mean, it's
diet. Every
diet
now and then.
bubbly,
It's just like
right?
a little treat.
We're excited to see how our January goals have shaped our momentum for the rest of the year. We hope you've been inspired to reflect on your own progress too. If you haven't set any goals yet, it's never too late to start. Don't forget to follow us and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Leave us a comment and share this episode with someone who might find it helpful. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you for listening to the Calm, the Storm, the Whimsy podcast. Follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Facebook, and Instagram. Stay tuned for our next episode. Okay. Well, we're excited to see how January goals have shaped our.
That almost just came out my nose.
Here we go, because I did so well so far, and here we go down
no, we're
the
good.
chute.
We are positive, and it's going to be the best ending ever.
Oh my gosh, I think I need to read it from over here.
Oh.
Saggy drawers.
My pants are ridiculous.
I could de-pants you real easy.
Yeah, don't do that. You don't want to see what's
Oh, there's nothing under there. That's
Nothing.
fine.
I forgot.
I love that my kids bring that up every now and then. Like, Crystal doesn't wear any underwear. Like, nope.
Didn't
I
I
heard
say
that
that
on
like
the
on the one of the first episodes? You were so mad at me.
I don't even know how I came out. You're like, you go commando or something like that. I'm like, shut up. I'm like, the world doesn't need to know that yet. Well, they know it now. Wow.
That was awesome.